Hi Taurus, welcome to August. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I start your reading, I'm going to call in some good energy. So this month we have a full moon in Aquarius on August 3rd, and it's T-squared by Uranus. And then Uranus goes retrograde on August 11th, and then we have a new moon in Leo on August 18th. And I'll get into that later. Let's see what the cards say. For Taurus, what does Taurus need to know about love and relationships for the month of August? What's coming up for Taurus? What does Taurus need to know about love and relationships for the month of August? Whoops. Okay, let's see what this says. They just came flying out of the deck. We've got the Page of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Five of Swords. There could be some toxic energy you might have to deal with in August, but let's see. With an authority figure, or a man, or someone who's very important in your life, a strong person. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Four of Swords is on the bottom. So you need rest in August. Queen of Cups. Three of Swords. The Magician. The Moon. The Death card. The Knight of Wands. The Hangman. The Ten of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. The Ten of Swords. Oh my God. This is interesting. Something is going to be coming to an end, Taurus. Because you have the Queen of Cups here. So this could be you. Feeling very intuitive about your life. You're very sensitive, very compassionate in August. You might be taking care of someone, or feeling compassion. Feeling intuitive, especially with the moon here. Trust your intuition in August. If you're feeling certain things about someone, about a relationship, trust it. The Three of Swords, you're in the process of cutting away. You're ending a cycle. You've got the Death card and the Ten of Swords. So you've come to the end of the line in some situation. Could be a relationship where you're just done. You're ready to be done. You're ready to move on. You have the Magician here. This is a card. You could be dealing with someone who's kind of like has trickster energy. They're not always telling the truth. They know how to manipulate words to get their way. And especially with the Moon card here, I feel like there's not a lot of clarity around this relationship. Somebody could be telling you a story that's half true, or they're not very transparent. And you may be thinking, can I trust this person? Can I believe in? Are they deceiving me? Are they being honest? There's a lot you really don't know. And you're trying to make a decision, not really having a complete picture, not having the full information. But that's going to be clearing up. I feel like this, as we move into August, you're going to see more, you're going to gain more clarity. You're going to see the truth, because the Death card is here. The Death is like the end. It's not, like you're ready to end a cycle that hasn't been working for quite some time. But, because you have to clear out. You could be changing jobs, because this Knight of Wands energy, okay, this has two meanings. For some of you, you might be moving on, especially because you have the Hangman here. You're leaving something behind. You're ending a cycle. And there's some heartache around this ending. You're feeling a sense of loss. You might be feeling, there's like a painful ending, because the feelings are involved. And you're feeling, The heartache is like pain. It's heartache with the Three of Swords. There's sorrow connected to it. But it could be sorrow from the past. I'm feeling that you might have been holding on to something emotionally. It's not even, it may not even be a current relationship. It might be something from the past that you've held on to. Maybe someone in the past betrayed you. And there was like infidelity or something, and there was a lot of heartache around this person. But you're ready to let go of that in August. Because I feel like there's like a new beginning. There's new energy coming in. But before this new energy can come in, you have to let go of the past. This past heartache, this past experience, you have to kiss it goodbye. You have to realize, okay, it had its place in my life at one time. Because here's the Death card. This person's putting a flower on someone's grave. So it's like, you're realizing, okay, a relationship is over. I have to let it go. Even if it ended a long time ago. For some of you, it might have ended years ago. But you're still carrying on to the heartache. You're still holding that in. And it's time to let go. It's time to move on. And you have this Knight of Wands energy. Sometimes this can represent a person who's not very reliable. So you might be ending a relationship with someone who is all talk and no action, who promises a lot but doesn't deliver. That could be somebody's story. But the Knight of Wands can also mean moving on in terms of a change of job or a change of residence. So it's almost like a way of life is coming to an end. And you're clearing out to prepare for the new cycle that's going to be coming. I don't know that you'll experience the new cycle in August. I think that might come later. I think this month is a month of clearing. The Hangman is in your fear sector or your negative thinking sector. This is a card of being in limbo, feeling like nothing's moving. You're just stuck. But it's also a card of giving something up, making a sacrifice, giving something up for something better. And I feel like whatever you're giving up, it's going to lead to, the better is going to be, look, the Wealth card. And the Nine of Pentacles is in your wish fulfillment sector. So it could be that, okay, so what I'm seeing is there's some kind of career success that's coming. You might be changing jobs where you're making more money, you're feeling more financially secure. There could be a new relationship that brings more abundance into your life. If it's a person, this person can it's someone who, you might be leaving someone who is more of a trickster energy and moving towards someone who's more grounded. Because the Ten of Pentacles, the person represented by a Ten of Pentacles energy, they have money and they represent security. They're there for you. They're taking care of you. And here's this woman in her garden. And she's got there's a hawk here. A message is coming. You're going to hear from someone. And that could be the start of a new cycle. A message is coming. But I feel like you're moving toward abundance. You're leaving behind. Like the Ten of Swords is like, I'm done. I'm done with the old. Something is over. It's dead. You can't be more dead. And you're ready to start again. You're ready for the new dawn. Because you have, look, whatever is ended, whatever cycle is ending, it's like the worst is over. And you can only move up from here. And look at this card, there's a dawn coming on the horizon. Like the darkness is over. You've gone through the dark night of the soul. You've gone through the darkest point. Now the sun is starting to rise again. But I don't think you're going to feel that in August. I think it's coming. It's in the future. It really depends on how much you're willing to let go of the past, and how are you willing to really clear out the past? Are you really ready to close that door and admit that, okay, this is it, I'm done? Because if you keep holding on to the past, you're going to be blocking, like you're the one who's blocking the new from coming in because you're not willing to let go of the old. So the minute you really come to that realization and decision, like, okay, I'm done, it's over, I'm not going to put any more energy toward this situation, this relationship, this is the last straw, then that's when the sun starts to break, and you start to enter the new cycle. So let's see what the astrology has to say. So for you, your full moon in Aquarius is happening in the 10th house. And the sun is in the 4th house. So I feel like this could be a career situation that's ending too. But the 10th house is mostly career life direction, but it could also mean a change in status. So something is ending. It could be a job, but it could also be a relationship where you're starting a new relationship, like you're going from single to married, or married to single, because your status is changing in life. So if you were in a place where you were struggling financially, that's going to be ending, and you're going to be moving into a more abundant period. Especially since Uranus is in your 1st house in Taurus. And when Uranus is in your 1st house, you're feeling this restless energy. So you know that you have to make major changes in your life. Your life direction has to shift. It could mean change of home. I got to move. I've got to change my job. I've got to change my residence. I've got to change my relationships. I mean, there's like big changes happen when Uranus is involved, especially around on the ascendant, on the 1st house. Even your appearance may change. The way you look to the world. You may lose weight, or you might go have a makeover, start dressing in different clothes. You're going to feel freer. You're going to feel like, you know what, I'm tired of being what everybody else expects me to be. I want to be who I am. Uranus represents authenticity. Flying your freak flag. Like, I'm not afraid to show the world who I am. I don't care what people think, which is very out of the ordinary for Taurus. So Taurus is going to be, we're going to just do what we feel is right for us. And if somebody doesn't like it, too bad. That's the energy. Because you have to be free. You're feeling this need for freedom. Mars and Uranus is going to be the freedom. It's going to be the rebel. You're going to be kind of rebellious. You might be kind of rebellious. Once you realize what needs to end, you're going to be shocking some people because Taurus is always so even, laid back, and you don't want to cause any problems. Well, you're going to be shaking up some dust in August, especially around this full moon. You're not going to put up with the same old. And Mars, and mostly because you're going to be angry. You have Mars in the 12th house in Aries. Mars is strong in Aries. In the 12th house, you could have a repressed anger. You might have been angry about something, but you never said anything. You're keeping it under, like, oh, this is happening, that's happening, and you're just letting it go. But meanwhile, it's building up. So just be careful that you don't explode. Because Taurus has a lot of patience. But when we reach the end of the line with our patience, then we go volcanic. So you want to release your anger in healthy ways, in soft ways. Don't wait for the explosion. But anger, even if you don't show your anger, it can be a great motivator. The best way to use Mars energy is not to be angry and be like a big bully and yell and scream. It's to have that righteous anger, like, okay, this is happening in my life. I don't like it, but I'm going to take action. I'm going to take my anger and I'm going to put it towards ambition. I'm going to change things. I'm going to give myself the energy to make changes in my life. Not that you're like attacking someone else. You're just putting your energy toward your goal. That's how you're going to do. That's a good way of channeling the anger. If it forces you to take action and get off the couch, like get out of your comfort zone. Because a lot of times Taurus, we put up with things, we're comfortable. Well, we're comfortable, and yeah, whatever, I can deal with this and I can deal with that. But at some point, there's the straw that breaks the camel's back, and then Taurus, the bull, charges. You're going to be a charging bull in August. Mercury's in the 3rd house, and it's opposing Saturn in the 9th house. So this is the communication sector. You might be communicating a lot more. Sometimes Saturn in the 9th, you could be thinking about going back to school, learning more new skills. You could be dealing with some kind of authority figure around higher education, or even some legal issue. around government, where you don't agree. You might have to communicate, or you might be feeling restricted by authority figures. Maybe you want to do something, or you want to learn something, you want to communicate. There could be something around communication and writing that, someone else is not agreeing with you, and you might have to explain yourself. But you do have Venus in the second house. Venus in Gemini is moving through your second house. And it's conjunct the North Node in Gemini. You could be moving, if you're changing jobs, you're moving into a position that's paying more money. Because Venus brings money when it goes into the second house. And it also brings love. And connecting with, you're going to be feeling more beautiful, or more, your values are changing. Maybe whatever you thought you wanted in the past, you're wanting something different now. So Venus in the second, you could be moving into a position that pays more. You could be moving into a position that's more creative, earning money through some type of creative project. Whatever work you're doing is allowing you to be more creative. It's putting you on a better path, like you're following your karmic destiny. And Venus is, you have Neptune in the 11th house. So Neptune can be bringing you a dream, completing a dream or a goal. Mars is squaring Jupiter, though. Let's see, where's Jupiter? Jupiter's in your 9th house. I feel like you're going to feel like it broadening your horizons. You might shock people. You may decide to just move to for some of you might, if you get a job, you might just move cross country, or you might move to be with this job, or you might be doing more traveling, or you might be connecting with more foreign cultures, because Jupiter and the 9th house represents foreign travel, but also belief systems, ideas, sharing ideas with people. You're really going to take action. If anyone's been holding you down or keeping you back, and you've been putting up with stuff, you're going to be like, I've had enough. I'm going to take action. Even if it means I have to move halfway across the world, or I have to make major changes, I'm going to make major changes because I'm done. Whoever waved the red flag in front of the bull in August is going to get, they're going to get bumped by the horns. Then you have the new moon in Leo on August 18th. In your 4th house. So there's a new beginning at home. Maybe you are buying a new home, moving into a new place. Someone else might be, or people might be moving into your home. There are some new beginnings around the home. You still have that Saturn in the 9th house causing some issues. So there could be a lot of work. Maybe you have schoolwork, you're learning things, and you don't have time to spend with the people at home. Mars is sextile the North Node. Mars in the 12th. So you're putting a lot of energy into earning more money, feeling more secure in August. And you have Venus in the 3rd. At this point, Venus in the 3rd, sextile Uranus in the 1st. You could find love with someone in your environment, in your local environment. Maybe a friend or a relative introduces you to someone. Could be a neighbor. It could even be someone, because Venus is kind of it's moving towards an opposition with Jupiter. Someone in the 9th house, you may decide to connect with someone who's very different from you, who has very different belief systems. Jupiter is close to Pluto in your 9th house, so you're going through some major changes. I think if you travel during this period, it's going to change you in a positive way. It's going to broaden your horizons. It's going to make you see things from a different perspective, change your thinking or even your belief systems. But Venus sextile Uranus, some surprises could come out of the blue. You may even shock your relatives with your behavior. Like you might have some relationship just pop up out of nowhere, out of your local environment. And it could even be relatives that reconnect with you. Friends, relatives, aunts, uncles, neighbors. There's going to be a lot more harmony in your in your local environment. Plus, you're going to be communicating with a lot more charm and grace. So if you ever wanted to do anything creative in terms of communication, website, internet, anything that's marketing related, you're going to come up with a lot of innovative ideas. And so this would be a good time to start promoting yourself and your talents. So I think that whatever you're ending, it's time. It's time to step out of a cycle that's gone on for too long. And it's time to move towards something that values you. Either a relationship or even a work situation where you feel loved and valued. This is what you need. You need to end feeling less than and move into something that offers you real security, real love. And that values your talent and your abilities. And you're going to do that. You're going to be changing in big ways. Especially your home life. I feel like your home, it's going to be like a renaissance at home. So if things haven't been great at home, things are going to change more toward the end of the month. Because this full moon is going to be a little bit tense with the T-square to Uranus. And anything can happen with Uranus. And especially since it's in your angular house. It's in your first house. And then the full moon is in your 10th and 4th. So it's going to be really strong for Taurus. This tension, this unexpected development that's going to change your life direction. It could be a new relationship. It could be unexpected, things happening quickly. Maybe a job pops up, or you decide to move all of a sudden, or you have a new relationship, or you decide that I'm just going to leave everything behind and start over somewhere else. I mean, anything can happen with Uranus because Uranus just wants to free you from a stagnant place, from being stuck. You want to get out of this stuck limbo and you want to start moving in a positive direction, and that's going to happen to you. But first you have to accept an ending. And once you accept that something is over, it's like you're telling the universe, okay, bring on the new, and it will start to come. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Taurus. If you like the reading, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button. If you're new, welcome. Thank you everyone who has been supporting this channel. And if you'd like a private reading, click on the link in the description box and we can do a reading based on your specific situation, tailored just to you and your issues, whatever they are. And once again, thank you for supporting my channel, especially the people who have been ordering readings. I've enjoyed working with all of you. And thank you for commenting. And I will talk to you again next month. Have a wonderful August. Okay, bye.